Hey guys, this is Brooke with video blog number, I think it's 7. I've lost count by now. But it's on the second part of In the Parish of the Poor and What's Wrong with the Church System in America. Some things really stood out to me in the second part of this book, and one of them was that in Haiti, people don't feel as if they're worthy enough to come to the altar. And Aristide talks about how he said, ourselves little saints worthy to come up to the altar. In America, I think of when people think that they aren't worthy enough to come to the altar, it's because what they've done, like themselves, their sin. It's not because of their social or political background. He also says, long live all of you who feel yourselves crushed beneath the weight of this society. And something else that stood out to me in the second part of this book was he was talking about the driver who drove backwards in the race, and he said, you know, here in Haiti we have a lot of drivers whom you hear about. They like to go fast, fast, fast without looking where they are going, without checking what's behind them or in front. That's so true. Driving in Haiti is very scary. The roads are like this big, and 2 cars on the roads are like this big. And I don't know how we made it, but thank God we did. Like the second part of the book, I think the main thing that stood out to me really was how he talked about the light of Christ. In the first part of the book, you hear him say all the dark places in Haiti, the darkness of my country, and the dark corners. And then in the second part, he starts talking about the light of Christ. And I think he's getting at the point that you can't get rid of the darkness in Haiti without the light of Christ. He said, our celebration will be more beautiful if we sincerely agree to allow the light of Christ to continue to enter into us and to illuminate us so that we may see our own limitations and our errors and the spaces that we have left open for the enemy. And he goes on the same page and he says, when the light of comprehension turns into the light of the Lord. And he keeps talking all throughout this sermon about how the light of the Lord can illuminate us. On the next page he said, and the same light continues to enter into us and illuminate into us to illuminate for us the 2 years that have passed since February the 7th, 1986. On the next page after that he says, let the Holy Spirit illuminate you. I really think that what I got from that was that you can't get rid of the darkness in Haiti without the light of Christ. And I think the problem with the church system in America today is uneducated people. Around here I know that's a big problem. You'll have someone who doesn't have an education as the pastor over a church, and everybody in the church just believes what the pastor says because that's what he believes, and I think that's what they should believe. And I think it's uneducation and tradition. My mom doesn't even go to church, and I've heard her say before, that's what my daddy believes, so that's what I'm going to believe. Read it for yourself. See what you believe. Uneducation. I've seen that a lot when the whole Kim Davis thing was going on around here. You've seen a lot of Facebook posts, and you're just like, oh my God. Can we just stop for just one moment? There's this girl that comes and cleans the bank who said that all the gays in the world were going to give her AIDS and she was going to die from that. And she honestly believed it. And this is also the same lady that told us that the Lord told her to steal our tablecloth. That's a whole nother story. Then I had to describe to her that she couldn't get AIDS unless she had sex with someone who had AIDS. But I think that's a major problem with the church system in eastern Kentucky in particular. You'll get someone who doesn't have an education tell you what they believe, and you think that you should just believe what they believe. I think people need to read for themselves and discover what they believe, not what their dads and their grandfathers have believed. That's something I could go on for a really long time about. But thank you guys for watching this. This has been my longest blog ever.